Hello, this is Edore from BricksBuilder. In this video, as you can see in front of you, we'll be building this testimonial section, which has a mixed content. So it has a video testimonial and it just has your regular text testimonials. So there are obviously some things that go into building a section like this. So in this video, I'm going to first just show you how I built it, and then we're actually going to build it. I think it's going to be like a two-part video, or else it might be too long. So let's just dive in. As you can see here, it's in the slider. Obviously, this is the nav nest, the slider nestable element from Bricks, right? Component. So basically, we have two types of content, right? In the slider, as you can see, it has a card, like I said before, and it has a video. So once we click on the video, starts playing.
One way to improve that social proof for your...
Yeah, you can actually watch the video of a client or whatever, giving a nice testimonial. Here you have another one, and here we have the last one.
Here's three simple...
And if you noticed, once you click on the video, the title of their name also goes away. As you can see the name of the client and their title or company or whatever that they hold. And video has an overlay too, and I'm going to just show you in the builder how this was built. So what I actually did here is, as you can see, this is a card, right? This is a slider nestable, and this is the card. So it has two different, the card contains two different cards. That's just the easy way to put it. So it has the standard card, I just call it standard, or you could call it the testimonial card. And it has a video card. So we have two cards in one. So based, and obviously this is a loop. I'm running it through a loop. I created a custom post type. It has a taxonomy with two categories. So it has a standard for a standard card and your video card. So you can select that in the back end. You can, I'll show that once we get to that part. Let me just explain how it works here in the builder. So basically we have, like I said, the card contains two different cards, which will be activated based on what you choose when you're filling in the testimonial. So here on the card, on the testimonial card, we have something going on here. Let me show you on the CSS. So basically I have targeting, I'm using attributes. Once you choose the standard in the back end, if you say you want a standard card, it will show the standard card and it will hide the video card. If you choose the video card, vice versa, it will hide the standard card. So that's basically how this works. We have our data attribute here, which call it data card status. So be that. So how does this work on the back end? So let's just go there. Where is it? Here. So this is the testimonial. This is the custom post type, as you can see. Let me just refresh this real quick. Move this. Okay, so as you can see, I have 6 different testimonials here. I also have I also expose the type field, so you can always see which what kind of card it is. So this is a video card, standard card. So I gave it a first video, then standard, video, standard. And I obviously used advanced custom field for this. I also used a plugin called, I think it's a reorder post. So I can actually move this, right, and reorder this if I wanted to. So it just makes it easy to keep this ordered the way I want it. So let's look into how this looks, right? Oh, wait, you know what? Let's create a new one. So if you create a new testimonial, what you will see is the following. You will see, you can choose your type, what kind of card you want. So based on your choice, the fields will change. So the standard cards, these are the fields that you need to fill in. The video card only shows you these fields. I'm obviously using conditional logic. So based on whatever choice what kind of card, what kind of testimonial you're trying to input, you can, it will give you the necessary fields. So all these fields are then mapped, obviously, with the card, as you can see here, and that's why it's displaying the data. I'm thinking if I forgot anything. And last but not least, on the card itself, we had to, like I said, if you click on the overlay, click on the video, I want the name and the title to disappear. So how does that work? So on the video card, we also have some CSS, and also a CSS attribute again, which says data visible show. So data visible show is set to display flex, right? So what I did here was, let me show you real quick. So if what we want to do here is that once you click on the video, we want to hide these elements, right? And these elements are all contained in the video footer element. And the video footer element is set to display none by default. But because we're setting it to display flex by adding the data attribute show, it's displaying. So I'm going to use the interactions here. Okay, it's not showing. I had this issue. I don't know why that the interaction doesn't show, but I can show it in real time. So basically, I just set this to once you click, right? I wanted to remove attribute, and then I give it the key. The key is data visible, and then the value was show. So I set it to self. So it's going to remove this data attribute once you click on it. So after you do that, obviously to remove this from the card. So that's basically just how it works, right? The simple interaction that I did here. So that's how actually the whole card works. It's pretty. It's not that complex, I would say. So we're going to build this. So in this video, we're just gonna. This was the first part. I'm actually going to start on a blank canvas, and we're going to start building this card. And in the second video, I think I'll go into more the custom post type stuff and actually connecting the custom post type fields to the cards and setting up the whole thing. I think it'll be a very nice video. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start on a fresh canvas. We start with our section, and just have to think what to call this. I'll call it testimonial mix. Just call it testimonial mix. Naming things is one of the hardest things to do. So what we actually need in our container is just an intro section, and then we're going to add the slider component into the section, or in this case into the container. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go to my templates library because I already have an intro section. I'm just going to drop that in. Go to intro, so let it load, and then I will get this one. No. Oh, there's always some clashing classes and stuff. Okay, so we have it here. That's our first. The first elements are here. This is the intro section, as you can see. We don't need to always build this. That's if you have a library, you know, of patterns, you can just draw in the patterns you need. So you don't need to rebuild this. So we can skip this part. So we can just start working immediately on the things that we need to work on. So this will be I'll just call this the slider wrapper, and I'll add our slider nestable into it. Just delete all this stuff, all the extra stuff we don't need. We don't need the button, we don't need the heading. And I'll just call this, this will just be called a card. And as for the slider nestable on the ID, I remove the pagination, don't need that. And I also remove the background, don't need that. So here we are. The card has two, like I said, it has two separate parts. So we will have the video. I'll just call this video card part, and add another block. And this will be the in my example, I called it standard, but I was thinking to maybe give this another name. Call this review card or something. Review card. Okay. And the video card will have just a video element in it. And we also need another block, which will be call this video footer, which will have the name of the client in it and the title. Okay, we'll just leave this for now. Let's go to our review card. Here we also need 2 parts because we have a top part and the bottom part. So I'll add 2 blocks here, and I'll just call this, this will be just the top, and this will be the footer. Oops, footer. And in the top, we'll have I'll just add a heading and a text to it. So this will be the heading, and this will be instead of calling it a heading, it's like it's a review summary, and then we'll actually have the review here. And the footer with the double E, footer, will contain we need another block, because here this could also be a little component. So this will be like I'll just say user data, and the user data also has 2 parts again, the div, and in this div, the image. So this will be the media, and then we need another div, and this will just be the data, and this data will contain a text, or two times the text to be a name, and a title element. So I think now we have all the things we need. Okay, this is the video footer. Oh, I need to remove what's it called? There's a height on the slider. TVH, I'll set it to auto. So at least we can see our stuff that's in it. Okay, so now we need to start adding our CSS styles. By the way, this part of the video, I'll be adding like chapters to the video, so you can skip, because I just want to always do this so you can actually, so anyone that's interested in seeing the structure, how it was built, you can just watch the whole video, right, and see this part. But if you know how to already set up structure, if this is just repetitive, obviously you can skip this part and move on to the parts that are interesting. So now we need to add our classes. So let me just see if I've added everything here. Card. So we have 2 different parts. Yes, we have a video card. We have a review card. Top, footer, user data is in it. Cool. Okay, so I have everything I need here. Once I add the class to the user data part, I will then copy this part and put it under the video footer, because I don't want to do things twice. And actually I only need the data part, so I'll copy the data and just put it here, but we'll get to that. So let's start from the top. So this will be testimonial mix. Let's call this testimonial mix. Add that. Go to our container. This is a container. Okay, we can skip the intro. Go to a slider wrapper. This is slider, and our slider nestable will be, I'll just call it slider, and this will be a card, or I could say slider card, but I'll just call this a card. It should be card, and the video card, I'll just say it should be video, and this should be video. This could be video. Well, wait. let me change this to video card. Or just video. I'll just say video container. No, I'll just say card, because it's the other one is a review card, so I'll just give it the same name to stay consistent. So this will be video. Yep. And this will be the video footer. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's add the review card. The way that I'm doing it now, I could have also chosen to also make the video card and the review card a separate block element. But I'm just letting the block start here, and this will just be all elements. Because you might want to take these two cards and do something else with it. So actually that will be the better way to do. You know what, let's do that. Just to keep consistent with things. So this is a testimonial card. So this should be video card. Let's just do it that way. Video card, and this will be let me just paste it. Video card, video. That's better. And this will be footer. This will be. I'm doing it this way so that maybe you might want to use this elements on another page or something, so it's, you know, the way that it's set up will be correct. So we have our video card, video card. Oh wait, it seems I didn't add it here. That's weird. Okay, let's go. This video card. Yes. Okay, review card needs to change to review card. Review card, review card. Okay, nothing happened. What's review card? Yes. And this will be top. Should be review summary, review card. Just say summary, and this will be review. And this should be footer. And once you come to this user data, I want this to also be like a component. So this will be user data, because we can also use this part somewhere else on the side. So this is user data, this media, this is the image data, this is user data. Well, this is data. I'll just say data wrapper then. No, just call it data. That's all right. Name. This should be title. Okay, so this can be a paragraph, and the title will be a span. Okay, we've gone through the most part of it. So let me just fill in some information. Title could be account manager, just to fill this up. Account manager, and the name could be John Smith. We just add this here. Let me save for now. Okay, as our image, I'll just add in a let's see. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Here we go. Figure. Let's set this to cover, and 1 by 1, width 64. Okay, let me just set that up for now. Okay, that's in. Okay, let me grab some text from where's my example? I need to just go to Lorem Ipsum, I think. Grab some text from there. Wow, internet is pretty slow. Okay, let's say what could be okay. This could be a nice summary, short and concise. Wow, I'll put it there. And then I need a long text. Let's see. This could be a nice testimonial to add here. So I'm just filling it up with some information. Like I said before, I'm going to copy this data part of the user data component and add it to the video footer. Because what we want to do here is actually on the footer, this video footer will be will sit on top of the video and the text has to be white. So I'm going to use CSS to just make the text white. So that's basically what I'm doing there. I don't want to create a separate class specific for the video. I want to still use this the class I've already created basically. Okay, so now we have the basics here. We have our elements in, we have our styles. Let me save. And now we can start styling it up. So on our container, I'm just going to add a container gap. By the way, I forgot to mention or to say I'm using automatic CSS framework to build this. You can do this with core framework. You can do this with advanced teamer framework. So no problems with whatever framework you choose to use. You can also just use the vanilla CSS to do this too. Framework just makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So let's now see, let's just style the cards. So the card itself, there's nothing much that, all I need to do here is set the attributes, but we'll be doing that soon. I'm just going to start styling the cards themselves. So what I want to do here is, first of all, we need to get the video to be full screen. I want the video to cover the whole card, right? So first of all, I need to make sure that the video has a height. I'll give it a min height of what's a good height? I could also use the width of automatic CSS to as height. So if I said L, this could work. The reason being is if I make the video to fill the whole card and don't have a height to it, it will only fill the data element will get the height of the whole card because the video element will be set to position absolute. You know what? Let me do it like this. So I'll set this to relative and I'll go to our video and I'll set this to absolute. Yes. And I'll make sure it's the top to the left is set to 0 like this. As you can see, it has shrunk. And now I think I can also set the height here, right? Nothing happens. Great. Pop, pop, pop. Let me see. Okay, I'll set the height of the video, the width and the height to 100%. I also do that with the video card itself. So I also want this to be 100% height. Let me see. I also, on the video, we need a overlay. So I'm using the overlay settings that's on the video element. I'm going to use an image. So just add this, insert this to it. See if we can add like a background. No, you know what? I'll just add a background color. for now. Dark. Okay, so why is it not coming through? This is weird. The overlay is not coming through. I wonder why. Okay, let's check it out real quick. Okay, it's working, but it's not showing in the builder. Why? Why is that? Let's check it real out. Let me just refresh and see what's going on. Okay, it's working. This is weird. Let me just inspect this. Okay, so if I set this to trans 80, okay, there we go. Okay. We also need an icon. Let me see if I can get an icon here. Play. I'm going to refresh the builder again. I don't know why it's not showing. I'm making changes, but they're not showing. Okay, wait, I think I know why. But we'll get to that. The video card, I need to give this a background. Reason being is if you play the video, it will show a white background before the video starts playing. So I'm just going to give it a dark background. And I will also give this a radius of Excel. Here we go. And I'll set the layout here to hidden. I don't understand why. Okay, so something happened. Okay, it's there. Okay, let's continue. Things will make sense as we proceed. Okay, so now I think I have everything I need here. So we have our video footers there. Let me move on to the review card. So our review card needs a white background. So let me just give it a white background. Same radius as the video card. There we go. And some padding. There we go. And we want space. It has to be space in between because we want the first part to sit on top and the bottom part to sit at the bottom. As for the top here, we just want a row grab of content gap. We also, our footer actually does not need anything. The user data needs a content gap. This will all make sense soon enough. This has to be flex, our user data, our data element, our data container. And I'll just give this a content gap and do this stuff and set this to divided by 2. Okay, so what we want to do now is the following. I'm going to collapse these. I'm going to then go to my card. And on my card, I'm going to go to attributes because this is where the fun part starts. I actually want to show my video card or review card based on whatever choice, whatever testimonial I want to place. So from the back end, you can choose video card or review card, and then it will display on the front end. So I need an attribute that will help me toggle that. So I'll call it data card, and depending on the status, it could be like here, it's a video card, or a review card. So we'll just start with the review card. So let's say now this card is a review card. What we want to happen is the following. So I'm going to have to write some CSS. I'm going to say that once the review card is selected, it should hide the video card. That's basically what we're doing here. So here we go. And then I say the attribute is data card status. Whoops. Status is review card. Review card. Then it should, let me see here, video card is, let me just copy that. I'm gonna write it. So once the data card status is set to review card, it should then target the testimonial mix video card, and it should set the display to none. Boom. See, now the video card is gone. So I'm going to make a similar declaration here. Video card. Once the data card status is set to video card, the testimonial mix review card should be set to display none. So if I was to switch this around, video, it should only show the video. So we're going there, we're moving. Okay. But there's one thing I want to add here. I'm just going to leave the video card because I need to do some tweaks to the video card. I'll just add a quick, wait, what am I doing? I need to add a comment here, so just separate things. So this is video card, and here all the video card stuff will come, and the top, this will be review card, review. Okay, so moving on, we need to make some changes here. First of all, I want to make sure that the height of the card, so video card, then I'll target video card, height, or sorry, min height should be set to width L. Reason being is so that I can at least see the video, and if there's if the review card will have more text, everything will grow accordingly because it's set to min height. So this is what we want. And furthermore, I'm going to copy this again. I want to make sure that the text that is used in the video footer here is set to white. So video card, video footer, let's see. Video card, and then wait, if I just say, maybe it's best to just add the color here, see if it'll target everything, then I don't need to do much. Oh, I have to change the position, because the video element is set to position absolute. So I'm just going to go to video. I'll just do it here. I think it's easier just to set this to relative and just 1. So here you see it now. And I will then the video card, I'll say justify content the end, as you can see. I think I also give it a, no, it doesn't need that. I'll give the padding on the video footer. So there you go. Set this to column. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's supposed to be on the data. There we have it. And now I want to manipulate the information here. I want to copy this. User data, name and title. I actually want the name to be, and the name and the, no, only the name. I only target the name. I want the name to be larger on the video card. So let's just do that. Testimonial mix. The color has been set to white. Cool. Here I'll just copy this, this part. So video card testimonial user data, and then name, font size, whoops, should be text L. Oh, text L. Okay, so this is what I want. I think I'll drop, I want this to be less for, yeah, perfect. Okay, so we have this set. So now I'm just going to switch back to the review card. See how that looks like. Okay, so this needs some work. So let's go back to the, oh, this is actually perfect because of the video. It was looking weird. Okay, so on the layout, this also has to have a width of 100%. Boom. So this is what we want. So now let me see how this looks on the front end. Of course, we will need to duplicate this. So I'm going to duplicate it once, twice, 3 times. Okay, 3 times is good. So on the middle card, I will set this, I'll change this to video card so that we can see our video card. And I will also make sure that the slider shows me a little bit more slides. Show me 3 slides at a time. Look at what we've created. It's looking good. I will need to make the height a little bit less. Wait, let me just see how it looks in the front. Okay, it's a bit much. Let's bring it down to M. Okay, this is okay. I need to add a border. I forgot to add a border on the card, on the review card. Just a 1 pixel border all around, solid, neutral. Neutral light is good. And on the slider, I need some space. Because I don't add any spacing yet. So M would be great, so we can see it much better. I thought I added a container gap here. Okay, that's strange. Okay, for some reason the overflow heading is not being applied. So let me take a look. Why is it not being applied? It's not being applied to the video. Or was it video card? Wait. Hidden. Wait, let me put it on the card. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, this is set to hidden. And let me see. You know what? I'll remove the radius from here. And I'll add it to the video radius. Didn't apply. And if I set this to hidden, Doesn't work too. This is weird. This is set to hidden. Do I have to do this also? Okay, it works. So I set it on the card. Okay, wait, let me remove it from the video element because this so I have to set it twice. On the video card and on the video element. Okay, because the first time I made this, I used the preview image, so I didn't use an overlay. So this is an unexpected behavior. Anyways, it's showing correctly now. I want to make a tweak here because the spacing is too much from the image to the name element. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to divide this by 2, so it looks a little bit much better. Okay, so this is what we have now. As you can see, we have our okay. I will duplicate this one. I think, you know, let's have like 6. That'll make it look nice. So this is a testimonial video. Testimonial. This should be a video. Video. Yes. Testimonial, and the last one should also be a video. Okay. And let's go back to the slider nav because I wanted to autoplay. You can pause on over, pause on focus. That's cool. And am I missing something here? Where's the rewind? It should show me rewind, right? Okay, that's weird. Used to be there. That's unexpected. This is the this is the Bricks 2.0. It should have a review. It should have a rewind. Okay. It's weird. If I take this off. Okay, this is weird. Wait, let me refresh. It should have to give me a rewind option. Okay. That is weird. Okay, well, it's not showing me. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so now we have something decent here. So now what I want to do is make sure that the slider is not hidden because it's now set to the overflow of the slider is set to hidden. So I need to just get the correct let's see, correct selector. Wait. Split track. Overflow visible. Oops, visible. Oh, that's wrong. Visible. Yeah, what's going on? Visible. There you have it. So this is what we want. So I'm just going to copy this. Go into my slider, go to my style, go to the CSS, root. Oh, wait. Just paste this. What? Thought I copied it. Let's do it again. Okay. Well, I'll just write it myself. I don't know what's going on. Split track. Is it correct. Slide, double underscore, slide track, and then overflow visible. Save this and let's refresh. Okay, so now we have this, but I want this to be, because I think the slider is set to loop, I want it to be a slide. So it's not, so it's sliding from left to right. It's already sliding from left to right, but I don't want it to, fill the whole screen. Okay. And then the testimonial mix itself, section I'll set to hidden, because now we have overflow. So that's gone. So I see this on, it's the scroll bar on the bottom is gone now. So now we have this. This is what we want. Wait, did it even refresh? Let me just wait for it to work. Here we go. Just weird. Okay, it's working now. I'm using my keyboard to just move back and forth. So this is what we want. Okay, so the challenge now, I think I'm going to cut the video off here. I'm going to make part 2 where I just where we're actually going to look at how to actually remove the text on top of the video, because look, if I press play.
Yeah, Thomas from Bricks here.
See, the text is still on top of the video, and because the text is on top of the video, you cannot access the controls. Now you could say,
in this video,
you could say, okay, if the text was, if the user information was positioned at the top, or maybe the right side, top right or something, then to work. But I want it to be in line with the other cards. You see, all the user data is at the footer. So what we want to do is, once we actually press play, we want the user information to go away. So that's what we'll be handling in the next video, and then we'll also be connecting. I'll show you how the custom post type was set up, and we'll connect it to the cards, and we'll make everything dynamic, everything will work, and that will be the last part. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Bye-bye.